again, to should I try it again? Should I go?
So that's
because
their way
there's
again.
a lot of doubts. And I called my mom, and my mom was say, Ivana, if you want to do it, you got our support. I'm very blessed that I have my parents and my brother always support me. They think I'm a little bit crazy, they're going to a cooking program, not knowing how to cook, but they always support me. And luckily, this is, people don't know, my national director mom and my mom worked years back together.
Wow.
So it was like a family, and she knew like I wasn't gonna left alone, because most beauty pageants they give you a crown, but
You're on your own.
we are on the own, and then it's our responsibility, because in the end you're gonna be on the stage, so you're representing your country. So
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, world. It's our weekly podcast again here in our studio, and I'm so excited to introduce our special guest. But again, before we start, don't forget to order your Bloom on the Battlefield book. It's available at edsensolutions.com. Okay, so grab your copy if you have not grabbed one yet. Grab yours now. Thank you. So tonight we are blessed with a special guest all the way from Puerto Rico.
claro.
And she's here with us, joining our team earlier, meeting our team here in Rancho Cucamonga. She's making her rounds before going back to Puerto Rico. She was this reigned Miss Universal Woman at a recent pageantry held in India. So without further ado, I'd like you to welcome our Miss Puerto Rico, Miss Universal Woman, Ivana Carolina.
Yay, thank you. Desde la Isla del Encanto, Puerto Rico. I'm very glad. I'm still in a roller coaster because I recently got crowned in Jaipur, India, a beautiful country. And oh my God, I didn't believe it until I have the crown in my head. But it was a very lovely experience. I had the opportunity to meet a lot of delegates from all around the world. This wasn't my first international pageant. It was my second pageant. Wow. And yes, but things happen on the way in my journey. I don't know if you knew about, I didn't have the opportunity to wear my national costume in the preliminary round. And it happened, the same thing when I competed in Japan, representing Puerto Rico. I didn't, my luggage was lost. It always happened to me, but even though the adversity, I, like a good Puerto Rican, I held my head very high, and we did a great job. Well, we end up with the crown.
Wow.
Yes.
And I pretty much, you know how to do it, you know how to carry it, and you carried it with pride and carried on with what needs to be done.
Yes. We didn't have, just got noticed, we didn't have the national costume. So my national director, Ivana, we have this dress. Janina Azar, international designer from Dominican Republic. I love that dress. So we represent like a good Puerto Rican with resilience, with every adversity.
Yes.
And it was meant to be, It showed me and it showed the world that when something happened, you have to always trust your gut, to trust your timing, and trust God that everything happened for a reason. And you know what did I say? That we end up with the crown. So I'm very happy for that.
And you rose up, from that. Good.
With like the bloom on the battlefield.
On the battlefield every single day.
Yes.
And I'm sure, people see the crown. Mm-hmm. People see the beautiful face and the confidence woman in you. But I'm sure you getting where you are right now.
Yes.
You've gone through, you talk about adversity. And I'm sure you've gone through so many challenges along the way to be where you are today.
Yes.
It's not easy. People can see just the product, Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's gonna win. She's beautiful and she had it all together. But a lot of people doesn't know so many things behind the scenes.
Yes.
Is there something you want to share along the way that maybe did you even have a time in your life when you said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it? Or do you think I'm good enough to make it?
Yes, definitely. As I said, this was my first pageant. When I competed in Miss Universe Puerto Rico, in the national pageant, in my first pageant, in the top five, in the final question, I have a little, how do I say this? Like a little pause. I
You got nervous?
I got really nervous, and it cost my crown because it was a very easy question, but in that moment was difficult for me because I look up to the crowd, and I got really nervous, and I stopped speaking, and then the MC grabbed the microphone, and he's like, "Oh, okay, the things happened. The contestant got a little bit nervous, so the pause was a longer." And then he went back with the microphone. He was trying to help me.
Okay.
So I answered correctly, but obviously that cost me the crown, and that was a really difficult timing for me because everyone was hurt. My sponsors, my family, seeing me up there, my dream like fading away, but that didn't help me for my my dream. The next day when I grabbed my phone, not even the next day, this like minutes after that happening, I got criticized and I got bullied, like cyberbullying.
Wow.
Yes, it was awful. I got like windows loading, everything. But I showed them like, okay, let's stop this bullying. I grabbed the video from the internet and uploaded myself. And I said like, things happen. And this is like a tutorial on how not to answer a final question. So I laugh about myself, and things happen. I'm not perfect. I'm human. The thing is, how can you blossom and bloom from that adversity? And I learned that from my mistake, I have to prepare myself for this. I was new at this. Like, obviously you get nervous, but you have to prepare yourself. If you practice, even though you're nervous, you will try to do your best because you in your head have, okay, we practice this, like being in front in a public. So I didn't stop. I continue working in my oratory, in my the way of speaking. Obviously, this is not my first language, but I think I am doing pretty good job. Thank you, Dad.
You're doing amazing
and
job.
then my journey. Then I worked at the TV show called in Puerto Rico Gana. Puerto Rico Wins. It's a game show.
Oh wow!
I worked there three years as a model and as a host, and it helped me to get familiarized with the cameras and everything, and trust the process and be authentically myself with my. I do have short hair like that. I have like extensions, tips, but my this is mine. This is my bangs. And people say, like, this is you're wearing a wig. No, this is mine.
That's beautiful.
And, follow through, follow your journey, and every step leads you to something.
Correct.
And I did compete again in Miss Universe Puerto Rico. I went up top 10. Then that year, 2019, I got the honor to represent Puerto Rico in Japan.
Wow.
And that was the thing that happened, that I lost my luggage and everything. Oh my God. But you know what? I didn't cry until my luggage arrived. I was like, oh my God. I'll call my mom, like, Mom, my luggage arrived. I'm so sad. Why are you crying? Because I was, I didn't cry because I was like every day
trying to be strong,
looking for help.
Yes.
And luckily, all the contestants helped me in the way. I was the best dressed without my dress. It wasn't even mine,
Wow.
And that's the beauty about pageant. People think like we are always like in competition. No, we make beautiful connection and beautiful friends. And then that journey led me to continue in Puerto Rico, where I work as a tennis instructor. I have a business called Bounce Mini Tennis. I give tennis lessons to kids from 3 to 10 years old, and a lot of schools in Puerto Rico. And and the last pageant was in last year, 2024. I was the representative of the Pueblo Lares. Y I end up third finalist. And I won one of the biggest awards. It's called Mujer de Valor, Woman of Valor. A queen is more than a beautiful face. It's use that place, that platform to have a voice and to inspire others. And I use that journey to visualize a community that often forgotten. Is our elderly community in Puerto Rico. Wow. It's called my project is called in Spanish is Hilos Dorados, in English Golden Threads. Wow. So yes, in 5 minutes in that national TV. So we have like every abuelitos y abuelitas, every elderly. So they remind us that they still matter and they still need to be loved, and they still have to have, basic necessities. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. And then I end up, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot,
You're doing so much.
Yes. And end up participating in a reality show, cooking reality show.
Oh, wow.
So if I never answered that question incorrectly, I would never do this, because that helped me like wanting more, and I learned from my failure, and now I'm here and I have everything opportunity. And not only seem like, oh, you're gonna compete again. Yes, I'm gonna compete again. It's my life. And then everything leads up to another thing, and an open door, and it opened me to work and to be in a reality show, a cooking reality show. I don't know how to cook. My mom was, Ivana, what are you doing? You don't know how to fry an egg. So yeah, I survived, because my goal was not to be the first eliminated. I was the third, but anyway, it was one of the most difficult experience, because there's a lot of pressure in the kitchen, and it was very.
I don't cook too.
Yeah, so imagine,
I can relate.
hearing those recipes very hard. Was like, okay, the pressure cooker, the everything happens with the pressure cooker. So it was a very great experience, even though it was hard. I was able to be back on the TV, and I was scared, but I was doing it anyway. I was showing my true self. If I wanted to cry, I cried, because it was difficult. But it was day by day I learned, and now I can cook.
Wow.
I can cook. I can do anything, or I don't get scared about the kitchen. I will do it, but really fast, because we have to do everything really fast. Yes. But it was a nice experience. And then I got the offer. Right about that, I didn't have nothing. I left my TV show work, because I was trying to compete in Puerto Rico. Then I didn't end up winning. And then I got the offer to participate in a reality show. And then I was left with nothing. I was like, oh my God, what I'm going to do? And then I got the call to be the representative of Universe of Women.
Wow.
It's going to be held in India. So it was a blessing in disguise, because I didn't know. I was like, again, should I try it again? Should I go?
So that's their way.
There's a lot of doubt. And I called my mom, and my mom was saying, Ivana, if you want to do it, you got our support. I'm very blessed that I have my parents and my brother always support me. They think I'm a little bit crazy, They're going to a cooking program, not knowing how to cook, but they always support me. And luckily, this is, people don't know, my national director mom and my mom work years back together. Wow. So it was like a family,
Yes.
And she knew like I wasn't gonna left alone, because most beauty pageants they give you a crown, but
You're on your own.
We are on the own, and then it's our responsibility, because in the end you're gonna be on the stage, so you're representing your country. So there's a lot of money invested, like the dresses and everything, and your obviously you have to prepare yourself in wrong way in English, because this is not my first language. So I was lucky and blessed that I have a national director, David, un beso y un abrazo, que he didn't let me alone, and he let me, my journey, talk if my voice was part of the decision, my dress,
You can
the
decide. He let you.
He let me decide, even though it was a proposal difficult because it was a black cape, and I dream myself with the black cape. I don't know why, because in my vision is like the contours your body, and it's got elegance like Audrey Hepburn, with my hair up high, and they let me compete, with my bangs, because that was another thing.
So normally you're not allowed to have the bangs.
No, and they say like obviously it's not a thing, in a pageantry let's chain up your style. No, they let me with my short hair. Obviously in the competition I went my hair down with my bangs, and I did a lot of updos because of the dress. It demands it, not because I don't want it. It demands the whole look, the total look. And I want people to see my face. Maybe that my bangs hide on my eyes, but it was a good dress. And Carlos Arbeto was the designer. Yes. Un beso y un abrazo. Gracias. Ganamos. Gracias a ti. Y he trust my vision too, and his vision. So it was like a team, and we built up this beautiful dress. We have like 3 proposals. But then I just felt that just only like one dress was like the power dress. So I decided days before, we are not gonna change the dress. We're gonna stick with one dress.
Wow.
And if we're in international competition, like we were gonna competing against another country and another beautiful dress and another beautiful contestant that has more than a dress, they have a power in the voice. So the dress helps you to get along the way to have the microphone, right? So when I was backstage, I decided in the final night, I was like, okay, did I make the right decision to stick with the same dress? Because everyone was changing. And it was like, okay, Ivana, trust your gut. And two, in the preliminary, I did a bun, but in the final night, I never changed my hair. I stick with the same hair since the opening and the sport round. I guess like a swimsuit round, and then I stick with the same. Because I wouldn't want me to sacrifice like trying to find a look, and then maybe because it was all myself. I did my hair, I did my makeup myself.
Wow.
So if you have to sacrifice like beauty just to want to do like a total look, I would say, let me stick with the same, because I know like everything is in its place, because you have the rush, you have to run and go to change and everything. So I would stick with the whole plan. I never, obviously maybe you have to improvise something if you broke something, but I never try like, okay, if I talk to my the person, my makeup artist, he and I like, Ivana, stick with the ponytail, don't change it.
I think what you did was partly, I don't know if that's partly, I don't know if that the judges decide that way, but you stood out.
Thank you.
Because you were able to maintain who you are, and that made them remember.
Yes.
Because if you keep changing, then they're like, who's this person again? Yes. But I think you made them remember you.
Yes, that was my my idea and my goal. Like, you never know. And I didn't, like, I just was having fun, Obviously, I was competing, but I was very grateful to be at that stage. And I don't know if you noticed in the final night, I was very, very happy. And then in the end of on the runway, I was like saying thanks to the country, because I was really blessed to be here. I wouldn't know, because prior that they canceled the competition.
We were supposed to be there.
Yes, and then
they canceled.
Yes.
And
so
we have to be somewhere.
And then I was blessed for this opportunity, and I gave it my all. And even though whatever the outcome was gonna be, I was very blessed because I gave it my all. And when I did my speech back at the backstage, I was like, I was like trying to cry. It was okay, Ivana, don't cry, don't cry. Only when you have the crown. Wait. Because I never believed myself. Like I knew I was strong contestant, but I never believed myself I have a crown until I got it. Because I have to keep working. Every day is a chance to remind yourself, to remind the organization that I am a great ambassador of this new pageant, Universal Woman. And I think I did a pretty good job, even though the adversity that comes away. Even though I lost my makeup.
Wow.
I lost my makeup, and thanks for my roommate Mexico. She helped me with the foundation. I was like, oh my God, things that happen. And it reminded me, I saw a reality show that one of a very well-known beauty coach, beauty pageant coach, he said like, a queen never cries. Only when she have the crown. I was like, when a queen never cries. Only when... No, you cannot cry. You can cry, but the thing is, if you cry, that you left all down, and it will like I think mix up. You're like competing. You're like in a game. You're in a tournament,
correct.
And that's the side of athletic person. Because I play tennis, so I say when you enter the court, every problem is in your back. You're focused in now. So that's
I like that. I'm gonna borrow that from you.
Yes.
It's game time.
It's game time. Yes, it's game time because you will always have a problem. It's your perspective. If you see, okay, the beauty and the silver lining about the problem, you have to always, bloom on the battlefield. Yes. I'm gonna take that.
Yes, go use that. Bloom on the battlefield.
Yes.
No matter what.
No matter what.
So because I've met a lot of beauty queens, and Maria was just here.
Yes.
And it's the same thing. She was vying for different title all her life. And of course, there's so many challenges, and there were so many losses, and she didn't get a crown. And then finally, Miss Universal Woman. So that's kind of like, okay, whatever, let's go, let's do it. Kind of attitude. But she got it. And she said, and this is profound, because she said, God already knows where you're going to be and who you're going to be. And sometimes imagine if she won, Miss Universe maybe initially, that's a different crowd. This crowd right now is different. You guys are confident, you have your own career going, you kind of know where you're heading. Like, it's a mature crowd. And she was talking about sisterhood, just like what she said.
Yes.
The sisterhood, the closeness among each other is really so close that it's more than like she said, like it's actually more winning. You guys, your impact together is more than the crown that she was wearing.
Yes.
And that was really, really, like hearing that, like, wow, that's really good. And I got so much also wisdom from her journey, because she was bullied, she had these issues. So during your years, were you really groomed as a beauty queen? When did you know that I'm going to be a beauty queen?
Well, actually, I was always in sports and everything. But my dad and my mom, my dad was a professional model.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I always was in his events and everything. And I look up to him and see all the pictures. And my mom, too, was a model. And she competed in a beauty pageant. But it was in sports and everything. But then it was like in my blood.
It's in you.
Yes, obviously it's a part of our culture in Puerto Rico to see the pageants and see Miss Universe Puerto Rico, even though, there are more pageants, but that's, the one it was like national TV. And I was sitting down and look up at I was like vision, myself there, but I was scared too, because it's a lot. But I didn't that let me, not pursuing that. I always knew that we have to be prepared and everything. I have a bachelor degree major in marketing, business BBA major in marketing. When I finished my degree, I went up and competed in my first pageant, meaning the Miss Universe Puerto Rico.
How old were you then?
I'm 22, if I'm not 22, 23, around. And yeah, I always competed like in modeling pageant, like modeling competition. But my goal was to be a beauty queen. But everyone like, it was like a secret, but every family knew I wanted to be.
The beauty queen.
Even though my dad always say like Dayanara Torres, like, oh my God, love her. And people tell me like I have a little resemblance about her. And when I have my hair up, and now she has like the short hair with the bangs. I love her. When I was born in 1993, and she was crowned that year, and I was like, I born in May 27, so she was crowned right before that. And my dad always said like, since I was little, you were crowned. When you were born in a Miss Universe year, so it's like yes, and my dad always tell me that, and because of that, I always follow the Dayanara Torres journey. So she's one of my inspiration, and still she's so humble, so elegant, and I just love her. And I'm rooting to go to Philippines too, Mambuhay.
So hopefully you can get to see her
yes,
soon.
yes,
Right?
yes.
So we'll make it, Diana. We'll see you soon.
Yes, I would love to.
Yeah, so from here forward, what do you think will be your journey?
Oh my God. I'm very excited. It has been a roller coaster. I never knew I was gonna be in Los Angeles, California. So I'm very blessed. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to meet a lot of people, to do networking. Beside to working in a TV show or working in the entertainment industry, I would love to have more, maybe a product, a perfume or a skin line, because everything is, I'm surrounded about that, to be in that working field. So I'm up for everything, even acting, actors. I'm up for it. I'm never will close any opportunity to grow, you know. And if I grow, Universal Woman grows. So we're growing together.
Exactly. And sometimes you don't really know what the next step looks like. You just keep going.
Yes, because everything in this journey about being a queen. Obviously, I will continue to visualize my foundation in any platform that I'm at. So besides that, I will offer it to keep growing, to use the opportunity to grow and not personal and professional, professional way. Yeah.
If there are, because the girls, of course, watching you right now, there's lots of girls out there that like, I wish I'm like her, If you're talking to them right now, or you're talking to a baby girl, Ivana Carolina, what would you tell that girl?
Well, I will tell them being you is your superpower, and the limit is in your mind, not in your real life. Do it. If you're scared, do it.
Do it anyway.
Keep doing it. Not let anyone to dim your light, and just follow your heart, and that will lead you to success.
Oh, so beautiful. If given, how many times did you come to LA? Is this your first time in LA?
Yes, this is my first time in LA. I'm having a blast.
Oh, good.
I've recently been in Las Vegas. I went a little bit to Las Vegas.
And you watched Bruno Mars.
Yes, I watched
Without
Bruno
me.
Mars. Up, down.
Yeah.
I don't know how to sing. But, oh my God, we couldn't have the opportunity to record it, because in that studio, they put your cell phone in a pouch. So I was like, okay, give me
something, come on.
Give me something. But I just have my phone with this. But you know what? That was all the blessing, because every time we are in our phones and we have to make a little detach.
Right.
So I just lived the moment, had a great time. I was dancing, singing.
Dancing with Bruno Mars.
Yes, I love him. Oh my God, his voice range. He was like this singing. And he has a voice, oh my God. And he was like, changing up a little bit the lyrics. So he was singing live.
So maybe if another pageantry in the future and Bruno Mars will be there, that's going to be another speechless day, like, I forgot my line, Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno, okay. He's Puerto Rican. Yeah, so
that's
he's
a good Filipino.
yes, Filipino and Puerto Rico.
Yes, very good blood, genes.
Oh,
The
he's
boys.
so is. I love him really. And every song I knew, I was like, oh my god, no, I know that song, and I was like, I'm a fan. But it was like I'm very blessed for if I wouldn't be like competing in the Universal Woman, I wouldn't have this experience. So like being here, I'm very grateful, very blessed. So to have that decision, like I was very scared, like what people would think, like, oh, she's competing again, oh, in a new pageant that. It was it's hard to be in a new pageant because you have to. I'm opening doors for other women and young girls to dream, and to be able to dream. There's not only one pageant. There's more, and don't limit yourself because of that. Look at me now. I'm having like opportunities I would never imagine to be here and to have this opportunity to talk and to tell my story. And I hope it will inspire others and to leave a legacy. Yeah.
I think it's just a beginning for many, many more that's to come.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll see you more in LA and have more fun. You'll never know, right?
You never know.
Yeah. Amabel, I'm in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Yes. You never know. I'm very excited. Big poster. We have to manifest. Manifest.
Yes.
Manifest. Dream big.
And we're looking forward. We're going to the Philippines. So hopefully next year is Philippines.
Oh, I would love to go.
Dayanara Torres.
Yes.
We're coming there.
Oh my God. I'm very, very, very happy. I'm there. I will go with you.
Yes.
Put me in your luggage.
So 32. One last question. Because I know we have running out of time. And hopefully your next visit will come here again. And we'll have everybody hear you. You know what happened to you your first year, Ivana. Last question. You're going back to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Right? So you're going back to Puerto Rico, and I know there's people that are waiting for you. And I'm sure there were people that were bashing also, right? But of course, now you have a crown and you're representing the whole country with you.
Mm-hmm.
And from there onward, imagine Puerto Rico. What do you think would be Puerto Rico, you coming in? What would be a great thing that you can contribute to Puerto Rico? What would you bring there from where you are right now?
Oh, well, obviously, being an ambassador of my culture and is already a thing, I'm always going to be Puerto Rico. When I won the pageant, the name wasn't Ivana, was Puerto Rico. So I'm dreaming with them. And obviously, I'm going to keep working with my community, elderly community, with my foundation, Golden Threads, not only in Puerto Rico, because, in Puerto Rico, we are 22.3% of the population is elder, more than 60 years. And the thing is that the problem is like the population is not is growing. The problem is we don't have the resources and programs like mine. They give tennis classes, cooking together, art classes to make them feel valued, make them feel heard. And I will be like that. I will use the crown to be to amplify the voices of elderly community and to hope, to impact not only in Puerto Rico, but impact the whole world.
And I like that when you were talking early on, you mentioned about God. Always thanking to God where you are today. Mm-hmm. And I believe that that faith, that spiritual faith, that you have, also created that confidence.
Yes.
Right? Where you are.
Yeah. Oh my God, it give me chills because I always thank God for every opportunity, for every lesson, for every failure. Because as I said, like it's a blessing in disguise. Mm-hmm. Every failure, I'm learning, I'm growing, and keep me in position, and maybe in a hard position, but you don't know, they're building up a new Ivana. They're building up a new Ivana to pursue new dreams and to to be a legacy. And I always thank you to God. I'm very humble because, being grateful for every opportunity, that's what the true success means, not being famous, what can you bring along the way with you? So I'm very blessed and to have a circle that support me, my father, my mom, my brother. They were screaming, and they didn't record themselves, but my dad described me. He was in the floor thanking God, because they are a true team, and they suffer with me every triumphs and every failure. They're with me, and I'm very blessed. Maybe people don't have that in the home, and I'm very grateful that I have it. So yeah, God is always with me in every part of my journey.
Wow, amazing. So there you go, guys. There's beauty, there's the glamour, but behind the scene there's a lot of work.
Yes.
Right? There's a lot of work, there's a lot of support that you need. At the same time, there's a lot of growing up, and there's a lot of rising from all these challenges and adversity along the way. And really, the crown carries a lot of those challenges that you go through. And now that you have the crown, the responsibility also does not stop right there. It's just beginning of many more. But I believe that the best months is yet to come.
Yes.
And the best years with all your girls are yet to come.
Yes.
So looking forward. Thank you for having us, Ivana Carolina.
Gracias.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
Yay! Love it. It was awesome.